Have you ever felt like the universe is low-key writing your character arc? Like, why do I keep reacting this way? Or why do certain things feel meant for me? Well, today we're diving into the who behind your cosmic personality, which are your planets. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaliscope, and today we're talking about planets. Think of them like the characters in your personal story. Some are lead roles, some are like side characters, but they all have something to say about who you are and what you're here to do. So, why do we even call the planets characters? Well, maybe because they represent core energies that shape our personalities, our actions, and the way we experience life. Some influence our day-to-day life, and some are working like behind the scenes. Now I can go full nerd mode and characterize them in 10 different ways, but let's just keep it simple and we just keep them in the personal, social, and generational planets. And don't worry, in later videos we'll come back and talk more about them. Let's start with the personal planets. They are Mercury, Venus, Mars, plus Sun and Moon. Yup, Sun and Moon are part of this category. Let's see what each one means or represents. Mercury is the one that shapes how you think. So it's how you speak, learn, and process information. Think like the group chat energy. And yup, even though before we talked about Sun and Moon, like in the past video, well, they're part of this group too. Yeah, Sun and Moon are VIPs here. So let's rewind a bit and see what Sun and Moon meant. So the Sun was the core self, and the Moon is the emotional part. Venus, on the other hand, is like the lover boy, lover girl, or whatever you wanna categorize Venus as. It's romantic, it's soft, it's a little dramatic, and yes, sometimes it can get obsessive, but hey, it's also an aesthetic queen. And then there's Mars, the warrior. It's not subtle at all. It's how you chase your goals, how you handle conflict, and it lights that inner fire. So Mercury sends the message, and Mars delivers it. And sometimes it's fast. So these five are part of the inner squad, let's say, the personal. They have like the bigger impact around birth chart. But let's see the next ones. Now these are the big guys, the social planets, the Jupiter and Saturn. So let's say me and Jupiter have like a deeper connection, because somehow ever since I was a kid I was like, yo, Jupiter is my planet. And when I first look at the chart and I saw that Jupiter is actually in my first house, it's like, yeah, it makes sense why like it shows so much about me. So what does Jupiter mean? So Jupiter is like about growth, about luck, about expansion. So imagine me having Jupiter in first house. I have to get the, I don't know, the motivation, the power to actually express myself. Jupiter pushes me to have like the self-growth in the personality, in the self-expression category. So it's hard for me. But yeah, wherever you have like Jupiter in your chart, that's where you grow, that's where you're lucky, that's where you have to expand. Saturn though, Saturn doesn't play. It's like your no bullshit teacher, yeah? Slaps you in the face because you did wrong and you know it. It's about discipline, it's about responsibility and hard-earned growth. It's about structure. So unless you are structured enough in your life, Saturn will come and knock on your door, and you better be prepared. But wait, there are more. There are more. So the modern planets, they are Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Yeah, Pluto is still a planet. I don't care what the NASA has to say. So these take like a lot of time through the signs, so they are more like about generational context than personal. So like unless you have one as your ruler, not like that big of an impact. But let's have me as an example. I have Pisces rising, so Neptune, being the modern planet, is the modern ruler of Pisces. So Neptune influences me a lot in my life. If that's the case for you, then good luck. Good luck. Let's see what they mean. So Uranus is the rebel, is the innovator, is the deaf guy, the tech genius, the forward thinkers, the rule breakers. So yup, Uranus in Aquarius, they are insanely good. And the fact that I have so many planets in Aquarius, while I'm not innovating anything, it's crazy. Later on that though. Well, what about Neptune? Neptune, well, is the dreamer. It's about creativity, it's about being delusional. Yup, delusional. It can like blur the lines between reality and imagination, so you actually have to be careful with that. Sometimes it tells us it's good to have dreams, ideals, but not so many, you know? Well, I thought that Saturn is bad. What if I tell you that Saturn and Pluto are both kind of like shaking us up a bit when we don't do what we are meant to do? So like, as Saturn, Pluto is like the transformation boss. It tells us you have to transform yourself now, you have to grow now. And it's hard. Believe me, it's hard, because while the Pluto was in Capricorn, remember I'm a Capricorn, it sucked. For me, it was hard life. It was horrible. I had like stones on my chest, and once it left and came in Aquarius, it's like a whole different world. And remember, I have Moon in Aquarius, I have Uranus in Aquarius, I have Neptune in Aquarius, I have Venus in Aquarius. So imagine. It feels better. But yeah, Pluto made me transform, and probably it would make you transform as well. So better do it, you know? So yeah, this was it about planets. They're not just floating rocks in space, they're actually meaning something. Their energies has actually shown up in our personality, habits, relationships, our life purpose, etc. Some of them are loud personal planets, some of them are like side characters, and it's fine. So like, in the next video we're gonna talk about signs, because yeah, the planets are the who and the signs are the how. So like, how does my fight in Aries or like in Pisces? We're gonna see that. So yeah, you probably already know. Don't forget to like and maybe comment your favorite planet, or like the one that gives you the most drama. Let's see if we can find something about that there. So subscribe if you didn't already, and thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.